300 workers were left. They didn't get paid a salary. I'm sure each of these workers were getting 10,000 dirham salary. Average salary, as per that report, that they're getting 10,000 dirhams. So 300 workers were left without salaries of a private firm. It seems they have not received their salary for several months. Indian Consul-General Mr. Vipul told Khaleej Times that he asked members from the consulate to visit the employer premises. He said that many of the workers, as per this article, same Khaleej Times, their salaries were 7,000 dirhams, which is hardly $200 per month, to 1,500 dirhams, which is around, I think, $400 or $300. So these people are getting 700 to 1,500 dirhams. They have not been paid from 3 months to 6 months. They don't have any proper documents. They have no source of income. They can't return home. They can't beg because begging is illegal in UAE. They can't complain against the company because they don't have the funds. They can't protest against the company because that is illegal in UAE. So the only thing that is legal is for them to sit and wait because the company is not paying them. There are workers whose, one of them said, my wife is suffering from cancer. I want to return back to the family. Haven't received my salary for 3 months. My visa is expired. Emirates ID is expired. I have no money to pay for overstay. I just want to go back home as my daughter, who's 13, has dropped out of school to take care of my wife. My mother is also old and ailing, and I'm the only breadwinner. And now I cannot even work. So this is a situation of, people in UAE. Maybe bed.com, that lady Nadine who said UAE is one of the most booming markets. Should visit such people and wonder why such a booming market and why they are not getting paid. See, the keeping all the sarcasm aside, my question to you is this: have you thought about the fact that if people are not paid for 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, or I know even companies that are not being paid for 2 years, okay? People are afraid to go against these companies because they have the funds or they have the contacts, connections, or whatever. So what sort of security does the Middle East offer, where the local is superior to you? The laws support rich guys. The laws support those who are powerful. The laws don't support normal people, average people. So this seems to be a common place. And the way they are putting it is as if it's an everyday thing. If it was your country, your own country, and they don't pay month end, you can have a protest, you can go to the police, you have rights, okay, because it's your own country. But when you go to a foreign country and you complain, they can fucking put you in jail and say you are antisocial. Like in UAE, you can't protest. Even if your salary is not paid, you cannot protest. If you're without any funds, you can't even beg. You can't even ask because it's illegal. However, this what they're doing is, what? It's not illegal. I find this so retarded. Another one. This one, jobless man, he gets 10 job offers. Now, I want you to pay attention how they've made this article sound. They made it sound as if it's a very inspiring article, it's a good news article. But I will share with you my thoughts. Now, what he says is, this man, he didn't have a job in UAE. In desperation, he tweeted to the Indian minister. And so Rajesh, who worked as a sales associate for a supermarket in Jumeirah, didn't receive his salary for months together, which seems very normal in UAE. Very normal that you don't receive your salary. He lived on charity. He had a wife and daughter and a bank loan of 37,000 dirhams, roughly $10,000, which he didn't pay for 8 months. So in desperation, he replied to this Minister of State of External Affairs, some V. Muralidharan. Okay. So he sent him a tweet, he tagged him, "Sir, I'm in Dubai, my company closed, 6 months, no salary, no electricity, I want to go to India, please help me." And he put his mobile number. So the minister, obviously, being in a public platform, he wants to show, no, I'm very generous. I support my people also. So out of the 1 billion population, which half of them, I don't do anything. Oh, Twitter people are looking at me, media is looking. Let me show I'm so generous. Vote for. Okay. So he said, we have to save Rajesh. Out of the 1 billion, millions who are suffering, let them suffer. This one media is looking. Camera, please help him. So they helped him. 1 out of 1 billion. Fantastic. So they helped him. And this guy got 10 job offers. As per his this thing, it seems one good Samaritan is coming to meet me today. He has assumed that this is a good Samaritan who's coming. Maybe this guy, next employer will bamboo him even more. He has not thought about that. Maybe he'll have the same condition. Maybe he'll have to work like a dog. He has not thought of it. He's a good Samaritan is coming to meet me. Such a great guy. To my company accommodation. Here's my question to you. Forget the stupidity that he's assuming that a good Samaritan is coming. He thinks it's charity. Okay, forget all that. If this minister didn't respond, what would this guy do? In fact, my bigger question to you is, there are hundreds of thousands of people in the Middle East, Indians who are being exploited, Indians, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, Bangladeshis, who are being exploited, who are not being paid salaries on time. You think the minister is going to help all of them? In fact, the bigger question is, have you thought about the fact that this is very normal for countries like this? It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. But this will continue. Okay? Anyway, minister helped one person, good. Vote for you. Not me, somebody else will vote for you. So,